Hi, welcome to this Awkward Geeks channel. My name is Maria, and this is a pre-planning session of my 2024 B6 planner. So what I'm doing is basically brainstorming and brain dumping all of the different sections and items that I want to put into my 2024 planner. And I am using a B6 Stalogy. I don't know if I said that. Here I have like all my tabs out, like just to get the juices flowing here. What I'm doing is putting down all the different sections I will have and figuring out in what order do I want to place them into my B6 Stalogy. And all my tabs that you see there are from Tagami Fox, which is one of my favorite planner stationery shops on Etsy. All right, so let's take a look at what I have decided on. So the first main section will be the calendar section, and then the second main section is the inbox, followed by the catch-all section, and then these are all the different subsections I will have underneath the catch-all: my goals, my projects, finance, and miscellaneous. And then the final main section will be my personal section, and that is going to house my mood, fitness, and energy tracker, and it will also have my journal section as well. And then birthdays, I will put that before the calendar section. I always like to have birthdays right there up front in my planner, just so I don't forget. So now that I know how I want to place each section, order-wise, I guess, into my B6 Stalogy, I'm now going to just mark where each section starts. So here I will have birthdays, and then followed by the calendar section of my planner. And I made sure this time around that I have my whole calendar year in my calendar section. Because for 2023, I completely failed to have the final quarter of the year in my calendar section. I completely miscounted, and so I was short 3 whole months. I don't know what I did, but this time I put a little note together of how many weeks each month has, so this way I get my page counts correct. So I'm just marking up the start of each main section, the start of each month, and the start of each subsection. So now that I have decided what order each section will go, and I have sectioned off each section, now I am going to decide where my acetate and vellum will go. Tentatively decide, because I may change some things. So all of the acetate and vellum that you see here is from HR Handmade. I got a majority of them in the B6 size, but there were a few of the there were a few pieces of vellum and acetate that I could only get in A5 size, so I'm going to have to cut those down. I also went ahead and cut down the ones that were already B6 size, just because when you tip them in, there's just like a small portion that sticks out, and I don't like that. So what I'm gonna do is just like cut off just like a few centimeters on the right side of each tip-in. I'm just going to trim them, and then I'm going to cut the other ones down to a B6 size. So now that they have all been trimmed down to size, I'm going to decide where I want to put each tip-in. So for this one, no coffee, no worky. I know that I want that to be for my inbox. So that's going to go in my inbox section. And then this vision cardstock, I want it to go, I want it to mark the start of my goals page or goals section. So it's going to go there. And I might tip it in, or I might just glue it onto the page. I don't know yet, because it's a pretty sturdy cardstock. And this, I'm thinking, will be at the start of my calendar section. That was one where I was like, I don't know. That one might change. And then to mark my catch-all section, I was thinking of using this grid acetate. And then to mark my personal section, I want to use this moonflower cardstock foil design. And I thought about layering acetate over it, but I didn't think it looked very good, so I'm just going to stick with the cardstock. And that will mark my personal section. And underneath my personal section, I have a journal section, and I was thinking of putting this acetate to mark the start of my journal section. So that is it for this pre-planning session. I have decided the order of each section and subsection. I have marked them off, and I have tentatively decided on what acetate and vellum will mark each section. The next video will be the actual setup of the planner. So if you're interested in seeing that, subscribe if you want. Thanks for watching this Awkward Geeks video. Hit the like button if you want.